Hey, Blue Rockers, welcome to Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I'm Connie Willis, and this is Bigfoot Friday. Yay, we're back with Bigfoot Friday. How are you guys doing? I didn't think I was going to make it. I don't feel well. And by the way, other Blue Rockers out there that do not feel well, that are out there right now, at least I think one of them is, Mike Crow of Myth Chasers. I hope you start feeling better, even though you did it to yourself, as you like to say. Also, Archbishop James Long, also under the weather, trying to put together a show with him, and he just hasn't been feeling very well. So we want to say, yo, a big Blue Rocker, something. We'll have to figure out what that lingo will be along the way. Any suggestions, that's fine, but we wanted to make sure that we said hey to you guys and you guys feel better. Yeah, I guess Samantha Ellen Ritchie also not feeling well either. I got a text, but it was kind of like some of the words were missing. You know how we all do that voice thing now and it says something totally different than what we try to say? Be careful. Get in trouble with that. Be careful. There's got to be, I guess, you know, they're improving on that because we used to never be able to do that. So anyway, this is Earth's Most Interesting Conversations. That includes people, places, and things. And those of you that are new here to Blue Rock Talk, welcome. You are now, well, as long as you subscribe, you are now a Blue Rocker, and that is someone in the know. We do all sorts of fun things here. Crypto Connie Tuesday, that is all about cryptocurrencies. Then we have Wasted Wednesdays. That's coming up. It's getting closer and closer. I know you guys have heard that for a while, but it's amazing what I've been learning. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. It's out there more than you guys even think you know it's out there. And there's so many people behind it that you had no idea are or were behind it or still are behind it. We also do Far Out Thursdays, and that is something, you know, UFOs and aliens and remote viewing, anything extremely interesting that we want to talk about. Far Out Thursdays. And then, of course, Bigfoot Friday is what we're doing right now. This is all across the board at 9 p.m. Eastern. We still have Stan's Bible lecture going on, 2 p.m. Eastern on Sundays. The update that I last had from him was thumbs up, doing well. And that's a good thing. We're all happy. We send our love to you, Stan Larimer, the godfather of BitShares. You've been wonderful, and also the host of Stan's Bible Lecture. We've been playing some great videos since with this evolution and things like that. Very interesting videos. Those of you that say, oh, I don't want to listen to some Bible lecture, it's not a typical Bible lecture. And, you know, he'll take on your alien questions and your Bigfoot questions. In fact, he'll go with you, if you can, to learn those kinds of things, as he is hungry for that information as well. And we had just done a video from this great apologetics. I wish some people's names were easier to remember. That's why you try to do easy names in any type of marketing or branding, so people will remember you. And it's like apologetic something. Anyway, I love them. They're great. They've been supplying us some great videos, and they've been doing stuff on evolution, and they've talked about dinosaurs, and they have basically, like one of the last videos, talked about finding dinosaur bones right next to bones that are around all the animals we know of as today. So they think they might be 100 or 200 years old, not hundreds of thousands of centuries and all that stuff ago. I mean, they are finding not just bone, but also even getting skin and getting the food that's inside them, tendons, things like that. And, you know, come on, you guys. That stuff won't be around that long. I'm with them. We're not getting the full story, but we will talk to experts about that on Thursday nights. We still are going to be working toward getting Alan Drake on and some of our other official normal people here that are in the live chats, and we appreciate that you guys are there. Okay, so let me just check to see if we're on. Everybody can hear everything. And say hello. Eric Drury, been a while. Hey there. Bigfooters. Thanks. Mike Crow is in the house. Myth Chasers doing better. Chosen. Sounds like Chosen Fever. That's hilarious. Hungover. Paul Touchstone, hello. Valhalla. Is that Valhalla? Is that how it's said? All right. Okay. Cool. We got some people in there. Those of you that are in there right now, hit that like button. And please, folks, on a serious note, I had a sponsor here on Blue Rock Talk, and that is no longer for unfortunate reasons. So I'm looking for a sponsor. So when you hear me say, hey, donate in crypto, go to my Patreon account, I'm serious about that. Because the show could end. If there's no money coming in, I know a lot of people think, just put up the iPad and do the show, but it's not like that. There's a big light, there's a big light, there's big lights, there's big light, big light, big lights. Awesome broadcasting microphone. Holders. iPad Pro. Air, my MacBook Air. A Pro Mackie audio mixer. Another kind of mixer that goes with the software called Wirecast. Go look that one up and the price. Restreaming services, Wi-Fi, rent, food. Right? This is a full-time thing, and I want to keep it that way. So I am, first of all, looking for a sponsor. If you know anybody out there that is into wanting to sponsor shows like this, excellent, excellent. So we can do the things that I want to do with Blue Rock Talk, and you guys do too. Otherwise, I will try, and I probably will have to go this route. Otherwise, go into the membership way of doing Blue Rock Talk. And I know a lot of people that do it. You guys do too. You guys probably even pay somebody $5 a month, right? So just know that may be happening. Heck, even on. I mean, everybody does it that I know. Everybody's got like this little thing set up where they give you 30 minutes for free, and then you got to pay to go into the other one, or they give you some shows free and other ones you got to pay for, or you pay for $5 and $8 or $10 or $15 or whatever you do, and then you get it all. Thing is, most people do one show a week, and you're paying them $5 or $10. I've always sold products in the infomercial world, you guys. I've sold products in the infomercial world next to Billy Mays, man. I wasn't next to him we never did a show together. We talked about it, but you guys remember Billy Mays, right? But we sold products for $19.95 forever. So I even think, to me, even paying that a month, is that too much to ask? Keep in mind, and I'm asking you this honestly, I need you guys to tell me. I have it to where you can give 5, 10, 15, whatever on my Patreon account. But is that too much? Most people pay $5 or $8 and they get one show a week. Okay. Now I'm giving a bunch of shows a week and then just break-ins, and you never know what's going to happen. And hey, I'm at a conference. Here's Ron Moorhead, blah, 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 blah. So is that worthy of $20 a month? And maybe you don't like the cryptocurrency show, or maybe you don't like the Bigfoot show, or maybe you don't like, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be throwing in a whole lot more. Blue Rock Talk is your newest and biggest to-be network on the internet. So there's going to be a lot more things to come. So is $20 too much? And not once a month. I mean, not just 1 month. I mean, can you commit to an annual thing? So let's just see. Let me just check. I just want to know. I just want to know what you think. I'm still trying to beat something, so forgive me for my voice. So let me see. Connie's buffer. I'm buffering? I don't like to hear that, darn it. lost your feed. I'm looking pretty good here. Let's see here. Okay, so I just want to know. I need your all's advice on this so I can move forward on it. Gosh, all these updates to be, doesn't that drive you guys crazy? Okay, where's my calculator? I'm trying to get to my calculator. Okay, calculator, here it is. Okay, all right. iPhone 5S still working strong. Remember when, as soon as another phone came out, you had to get it, then you started learning, I don't got to get it, I don't got to do that. Okay, let's see. So if we did $20 a month, let's say, what do we have? We only have a couple of you watching live. However, most people watch it archived anyway. And usually I get, I've got like almost 11,000 subscribers. It takes time with people sometimes. But usually I get, about 250 people watching these things. So let's just do 100. Let's do 100. Okay. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I need to get like 500 of you doing that, don't I? 20 times 500 equals 10. Okay, there you go. Now that's the number that works. That's my goal on Patreon is 10,000 a month. That takes care of all the things and then some, and that really takes care of traveling and going to some of these events that I want to go to that we're going to talk about somewhat tonight. It's going to, I hope that it helps you to do that. And I know if you say, look, I'll give 20 a month, I can do that, Connie. I'll do that for a year. Then we'll re-talk about it. But a whole bunch more people have to do that too, and it's terrible when a handful of people do it and a whole bunch of others don't, because it will still die. And I wish everything were free. Darn it, I've been giving it to you for free. So I'm going to look for another sponsor. If that's the case, we're good. I'll probably know within a week or so. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do that membership method, and we'll just slowly get into it for those of you that, I bet some of you are giving somebody something now. Anyway, my Patreon account, brand new, down below. And something else brand new, I got swag. I got Blue Rocker swag. So, take a look at it. I've got hoodies, and I've got different qualities. I got the suggested price that they gave, which to me I think is pretty high. However, I think I'm like $10 lower on most everything that they sell at conferences. So, and I went to it was a Prince concert a long time ago. And that sweatshirt, I had to buy somebody a sweatshirt because I was in college, and I was going to the concert, and somebody gave me money to get one, and it was $50 back then for a sweatshirt. I think it was actually 60, but anyway, that's pretty expensive. Now I know it's Prince, but this is Blue Rock Talk, baby. Okay, anyway, so swag is down below. If you look below the video, right, on your computer, and you look down, you should see a little stretch line of t-shirts and mugs and things like that, and sweatshirts. There's a sticker on there. Don't even worry about that. I mean, it's like $7 for a sticker. I'm just learning how to put that thing together, and I think what you do is you make like about 8 of those or 10 of those, and then you get a bunch of stickers. Who would even want a sticker? That was kind of a test. Would you want a sticker? Where would you put this sticker? To me, what would be cool is to have a magnet, and you put that big magnet on the side of your vehicle. I mean, then that's cool. But a sticker, really? Do people use stickers? Even little magnets would be cool. Put them on your refrigerator. But do people use stickers now? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's because it's YouTube and there's a lot of younger kids watching. Am I wrong? I'm going to go to the live chat to find out. So those of you just joining us, this is Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. It's Bigfoot Friday. We're about to get into that. This is Earth's most interesting conversations, including people, places, and things. And so tonight we'll talk about the things. I want to welcome all the other people that are joining us on Facebook, Twitter, and Vim TV, Vim, cryptocurrency on the Steemit blockchain. Those of you that are into the crypto world, those of you that like to do videos, make sure you put it on the Vim TV platform as well. You'll get cryptocurrency. I love that. I love the BitShare blockchain, the Steemit blockchain, EOS, and soon to be BIOS and all that kind of stuff. All right. Anyway, let's move on to that. Let me see what you guys are talking about in here. It looked like somebody said I was buffering. Hey there, Blue Rockers. Also needing your help besides subscribing, besides the Patreon account. I hope you guys can do that because I know you guys enjoy talking with each other too. I don't want this to end either, but it is what it is, right? Haven't married that rich man yet. I had chances. What was wrong with me? Could have gotten that one divorced, been done with, and moved on. What, marry for money first and then love second? I've always been taught incorrectly. It was just only love, 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 love. That's been it. What's wrong with me? Okay, but the other thing I need from you guys, please share this right now. Go ahead and share this, especially you Facebookers that are watching this. Share this with your groups out there now. Pass that on because, seriously, somebody got on my case. I don't want to hear you talking about the money that you need to make on there. Well, then turn the channel because you're not a blue rocker. And I'm just telling you these things because I want to keep the show going. There's so many things I want to do, and the momentum is happening. It's going. We're getting there. And some of these things I want to do is to include you guys in some of the events. Not only can I get to go to play, financially, it takes me to places that I can come back and bring to you. But there's some things I want to do where I bring you. And there's some things where it's like you can show up, but you got to pay for it. But there's going to be some other things that I want to pay for you to show up. Okay. So, anyway, that's some of the future ideas. I'm not going to give them all out because people start doing them. I'm like, what? That's not cool. Oh, yeah, well, my partner in life is like, a gazillionaire, so I'm just doing it for the fun. Well, you just took all my ideas. Because you can. Does everything cost? Come on, we know this. All right, so, okay. Serum C is lagging. I don't think anybody else is. Are you? Everything looks good on my side. Everything looks good on my side. I hate when I have to wear my headphones. You fix your hair just perfect, and then, why? This is what I do in radio, but it is what it is now because I want to use the cool mic, and in order to use the software I'm using. This works. And it's okay. It's all right. So Anita, hey there, Anita is here. Blue Rockers, Anita. Anita, I'm not even going to say your last name. Sorry. But I'm glad to see that you are here. Other people are, everything's going well. My feed is buffering and I've got no sound. Paul, really? I think everybody else is cool. Yep. I'm good. Now, I hope those of you on Facebook, Vim, you can stay where you are, but those of you on Facebook and Twitter, please join us over here on YouTube, Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis, and that's where the live chat is. We have great people in there. Hi from, Luis. Hi from beautiful East. Let me go back. I lost you. Anyway, somebody was out from LA. I don't know where it went. If you have questions at any time or a good comment, yes, there is something called Super Chats, and that's a way to donate. Again, those of you that want to donate, do it in crypto. I get it all that way. Everybody else, no offense to YouTube, but I think they have enough. I just think that's just a hunch. Libachuk, is that right? Libachuk? Anita Libachuk? Mike Crow says it looks good out here, but everybody is claiming that he is at home sick with a hangover and not anything other than that. Dan, you are bye-bye. 5 loud and clear on my end in Seattle, Connie. You are bye-bye 5 loud. What's that mean, Dan? Bye-bye 5? Anyway, hey, is it too loud, by the way? I can fix that. Let me do that real quick, too, if it is doing that. I don't like that. That hurts, doesn't it? Please don't lose my voice. Please don't lose my voice. Where is the window for audio? Audio. I don't want it to be too crazy. Come here. Boom. There we go. Here we go. I know I can scoot back from it, but it's just something in radio. We all have to get close up to the mic for whatever reason. It's just the way it is. It's who we are. And we don't like to share mics at all. Okay. Well, let's see if that's okay. Is that okay, everybody? Well, I'm hoping so. Michael McHale. I'm far from rich, but Michael McHale was my first blue rocker to put money down in the Patreon. And if I remember, I think, Matthew, you did $1 and then added 2 or went from 2 to 5 or something like that. Thank you. Okay, looks good. Okay, we're all good. Reverend Davey back. Connie, are you in touch with Sean Worthington? You know his home is up there. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. I will check in on him. I saw that he was on Skype earlier and I almost said something to him, but I was just in a rush. Right now we're all really getting... Right now is the big rush time for everybody because if you work with television and radio and anybody in LA and New York, I mean, they have pretty much already have quit for the holidays and will not be back till mid-January. So everybody's trying to get things done really quickly. I know that in most of the fields. But thank you, Reverend Davey, for saying that. I'm going to mark that down. Check on Sean. I want to get him on here soon anyway. I haven't talked to him in a while. He's funny and he's incredibly intelligent. Okay. If that were true, I would be seeing double. Maybe you are seeing double. How do we know? Okay, if you want to say anything, ask a question, put it in all caps. And right now I'm just going to check on this live chat over here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 600 people are missing? Are we talking? Oh, okay. 600 people are missing? Oh my, no, you know what? I haven't been watching the news. It's hard to kind of keep up with your own life when you are in dire need and dire straits and things, and then watch the news. You know, you got your own news, right? If we didn't have all that, our whole lives would be different. They just would be. You wouldn't be thinking about all those other things. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, because it's good because we can spotlight that and other people will go and help. And I hope in the future we have enough in the Blue Rocker world that Blue Rockers will, you know, have their little shirts on and they head up to wherever they can help people. You know, I really want that to be something in the future, and I hope that you guys agree because you're Blue Rockers. And I hope, you know, we can help you out by helping you to get to these places and things. So that's what I'm working toward. People make $1 to $2 million and then some on YouTube channels, and we can do it too. But I need your help. I mean, have any of you all reached out and said to someone else, hey, go subscribe to Connie's channel? Or have any of you, how many of you guys have said, let me give you $5 a month, or $10 or $20 on her Patreon account? Well, all those links are down below. And some of you, by the way, have gone way beyond. And thank you. Thank you. Wow, 600 people. I wonder if any Sasquatch got displaced. I would like to ask about that. And, you know, by the way, I'll see if I can talk to someone specifically and bring them on the air sometime about that. Because I'm very curious about the Bigfoot being in all the woods and all those areas that we are discussing and that people talk about where they see so much activity, what about the Bigfoot? What about the squirrel? What about the mole? What about the raccoons? What about the deer? What about the mountain lions? What about the bear? What about all of them? What about the insects and the butterflies and all that kind of stuff? Man, you Buddha folk, holy cow, right? I mean, isn't that true? Like Buddha people, they don't even they can watch where they walk so they don't step on anything. I used to be like that. I studied ants as a child because wasn't really much to do where I was. I played with my animals all the time, and I watched ants. And when I got my first video camera, if you watch the Goldbergs, the boy that's got the camera, that was me. I was him. He and I should meet. Anybody know him? Let me know. He and I can discuss things together. But I had that camera too, and there was a little macro thing on there, and so I always watched the ants. I'd feed them like little sugar, some grains of sugar, and I'd watch them grab it. They'd find it first. All of a sudden, they find it. Next thing they know, somebody lit something on their booty and went whoosh and threw some trail back, and then they all followed that same trail that ant took, even if it went around a tree 5 times to get to that little piece of sugar, right? And then, I'd watch them take it back, and it was just amazing watching them pick up just the sugar, a couple show-offs, put one here, even bigger show-offs would, do it with about 4 of the legs and walk on 2 legs. I'm just kidding. That's hilarious, though. So anyway, in those fires, there's so much loss. There's so much loss of life. And all these animals that you hear about too. I did hear some the other day about the zoos, and then and the zoos may not even be in this particular fire. Forgive me for not knowing any more than I do on this. But I do know that people leave their animals. They leave them behind, the domestic animals, and then other people leave behind animals they should have never had in the first place. And this would be bad to say, but I'd at least let them loose and let them run for their own lives. You don't keep them chained up, or locked in the house. Oh, here's some food. I hope you make it. Are you kidding me? If you're not going to take your animals, this is just me, I'll probably get in trouble for this, but if you're not going to take your animals, leave them loose to try to survive themselves. But you know what? Be responsible, and if you know anybody that's doing that, report them. I don't know what happens to them, but something should. Something should. That's terrible. It's terrible. But it gets back to the Bigfoot question of, we have kill and no kill. We have flesh and woo-woo. I hate the word woo-woo. It's like paranormal. I hate woo-woo. I hate the words, the phrase woo-woo, but we all know what it means. But you know what? If you don't want people laughing about you, then don't come up with the woo-woo word. Gotta go poo-poo, gotta go woo-woo. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you agree, give me a blue rocker sign. Throw it up there in the live chat while I take a drink of my blue rocker. What did we call this drink? Sprite, it's cran apple juice, and grapefruit, a lot of grapefruit with the grapefruit juice. I don't have any gin or vodka, but that's what's good in there. The gin is good in here. But what did we call it? I think we had a name for it. So give me a hands up if you feel that the woo-woo name is horrible and we should have a better one. You can suggest it if you like, and I don't think it's going to change, but this is just a serious subject. It's real. These things are real, and it's so hard when people go, well, I believe in woo-woo. All the progression. Thank you, Bob Gimlin, for getting, the shots and Patterson with you there. But, that's about, and then some of the other progression along the way. Ron Moorhead and other people. All that progression, then we go back to woo-woo. No! And I get it. I can handle it. But if you're trying to be serious with the rest of the world, they're just like, woo-woo. Do Bigfoot in no woo-woo. Am I wrong? If I am right, give me a blue rocker sign. I got two. Thank you. Two of you are listening. The other are talking amongst yourselves. Huh. So Matthew McHale says, never heard of woo-woo. That's where people, when you have paranormal happenings with the Bigfoot, they talk to you. They follow you home. They're in your house. They heal you, things like that. And I'm not saying any of that does not happen. I just wish we had a better name. That's all. Anybody have an idea for a name? You know how to get the sign there? In live chat, you'll see a little smiley face down there. Hit that little smiley face and it hits the emojis. That's what we're going to do. Everybody keep this ready and do a cut and paste. Okay? So you can answer that way. That'll be a good way to answer. Swag down below. You can get Blue Rocker sweatshirts now. Blue Rocker, I didn't do the t-shirts yet because it's kind of cold mostly everywhere. So I got long sleeve shirts, normal quality, better quality, ones that are female only, that are flowy and female-y, and then woo-woo. Sorry, juju. Then we have the normal sweatshirts, and then a better quality, hoodies, and then a better quality hoodie. And I've got where the Blue Rock Talk, or I'm a Blue Rocker, is all the way across like a nice big billboard on you, or little ones over here that says I'm a Blue Rocker or Blue Rock Talk, where it's not as, hey, I'm wearing a big billboard for somebody, and chewing on straw or anything like that. You don't have to do that. I don't want to overwhelm you with it, but I think that would be cool. I'm going to tell you, one of the coolest days of my life will be the first time I see someone else with one of my, I don't have any hats yet, but a hat, hoodie, shirt, whatever, and it has Blue Rock Talk on it, or I'm a Blue Rocker. That's going to be a neat day for me. I hope that it happens. Okay, so everybody's doing kind of, well, Matthew, you got to do the Vulcan, man. Anyway, so that's interesting. Yeah, about the animals, let them fend for themselves. Even your little guinea pigs, even your little mice, whatever. And anybody that says we cannot take animals, now I get that. I get why places cannot do that, because there's some people that they're deathly sick of them. And if you're putting a bunch of people in an area, and that's where you're going to be saved, everybody come to the stadium or whatever, when they do things like that. I get that, but they need to section off an area. When they build these places, they need to have those areas set up, because they already know that they're going to be putting people into stadiums and arenas in times of trouble, right? Then they need to have an area for animals and specific animals. We need to start doing that. And anybody that has a license or whatever it takes to be in zoos, they got to have a backup plan, or not do it at all with those animals, so those animals have a place to go. It's not fair. I don't think they should have ever taken those animals out of the wild in the first place. However, some of those animals live better in a zoo, whether they know it or not, only because of poachers. People are horrible. People are horrible. Humans are horrible. We're the worst of the worst of the worst. We're terrible. At least animals, if they're going to nail your booty, it's because they're going to eat it. Jeez. We're nailing people and doing stupid things and treating other animals badly. We're horrible. We're horrible people. We're horrible. And then every time you watch the news, which I avoid to do, I do the show with Coast to Coast out of Colorado, right? So KOA, it's out of Denver. So when I'm there, I see the news, and I know you guys have seen the news where the guy killed his wife and 2 kids and then put them in like an oil bin or whatever. What? Well, I put the 2 kids over here because I didn't want them to be with her over here, something like that. I don't even know. I don't know. I hope it goes to trial. This guy just said, okay, I did it. But his parents are fighting for a trial. So good, we'll get to hear all this kind of stuff. And they need to publicize that. These are what people are doing to ourselves. I'll get back on the Bigfoot thing, but I'm sorry. I can't believe it. And I think these things should be shown. I think people need to see these things and hear these things, not hide it away. And these fires, keep showing them. If I could live stream those fires, I would. Keep showing them. Show people disasters. Show people what it's like when people pass on. We're all going to do it. We don't know how. But when people see that negative stuff, it can stop you. It can stop people. It can stop people. You know, I know, oh, we don't want to offend you. We don't want you to see what really happened in Vegas. We don't want you to really see what happened in the schoolyard. I understand the respect of the people as well and the families. I get that. And I don't know what the fine line or what the answer is. However, people, when you see what really happens when somebody does something and it's not like the cartoons and it's not like the video games, it's very different and it changes you. So when we hide the reality of what happens, we lose some of that. You know, we lose that. Like some of us can go, oh, I know what just happened when they turned the video off and didn't want us to see that. I get it. But not everybody gets that. And it's so safe that we really need to show people, well, this is what it happens. Let's show the consequences of this. And not by using a dog, put them in a microwave, all that BS. That's terrible. Anybody that does that, you need to put them away. You need to do the same thing to them. I just think it's horrible. People are horrible, what they do. People are horrible. But anyway, I'm sorry I got off on that tangent, but people are... So anyway, with these fires, 600 people missing. That's horrible. Getting back to the Bigfoot part of that. Now, people say kill, no kill, flesh, woo-woo, right, all that kind of stuff. People also say they're killers. They're killing machines. They're man-eaters. They're mean, nasty. Stay away from them. Now, I know a whole bunch of you out there that are going, no, stop saying that. They are nice, they are kind, they are wonderful, and they are healers. Right? Oh, my buddy Travis Walton. Hey, Travis. Hey, Travis Walton. He's a good guy. We keep in touch. So, if they are healers, and hey, listen, I've been in areas where I absolutely believe they're nice and wouldn't bother you at all. And they have shown that for decades they have been nice and haven't hurt a flea, no matter how many people have been out there. But then there's been areas I wanted to just not be there. And there's areas where people have told me really vicious, horrible things. So, I know a lot of friends that would be mad at me for thinking one side and vice versa. I don't have a theory on exactly who or what they are at all. And I think we all still need to stay open-minded about. I don't, a lot of people say I know exactly who they are, what they are. Okay, maybe so. That's cool. Get on Blue Rock Talk here, Bigfoot Friday. We'll talk about that. But I think it's best to be careful because lately, more than ever, I'm hearing worse and worse stories. And maybe because a lot of their areas being burned away. But these stories are where people are running away for their lives. They're getting charged. They're getting chased. And a 7 to 15 foot, 4 to 6 feet wide, hairy, bipedal being that can talk to me and even freeze me in my tracks. Ooh. I mean, I you know, it's fun to go Bigfooting, look for structures, do this and do that. But what if you run into one of those that's had a bad day? Because I kind of, and Ron Moorhead, you guys know him. You know, we've discussed this along the way. I agree with him. I don't know who said it first or what. I just think, you know, I think we all kind of have, some of us all come up with the same things wherever we are in the country, and we get together, which I think is a great thing. People collaborate, quit this competition thing. I think that, I think some are good and some are bad. It's just the way it is, you know, just like people, you know. But when we go back to people saying they're healers and they're good, excuse me, let me turn that off because now everybody's going to start doing it. I was going to start listing all the people because I think you know half of the people. If they're healers and they can save things, and if they're time travelers and they can go from this time to that time, which we've talked about all these things, and I'm not saying any of those things are wrong. I'm not here to down anybody. As you guys know, I'm on coast to coast in here, and I want you to tell your story. I want to make it safe for you to tell your story. I want us to learn. I'm not saying, you're a liar. I'm not that person at all. I am way beyond 101. Is it true or is it not? Ugh. Ugh. How boring. No. Here, we know, okay, that they're real. So we're getting deeper into what it's about. And so I want to ask those people that talk to these beings all the time, that go out all the time and talk to them, that say they get feedback. I want to talk to those people. Tell me if the Bigfoot are healers and stuff, why are they not stopping these fires? Can they? Can they not? Are they able to? You know, tell me if you know that answer. If you don't know that answer and you do communicate with them, can you ask them? Ask them. I believe you can do this kind of stuff. So ask them, hey, what's up with the fires? Are you wanting them to continue? Can you stop them yourselves? Hey, maybe they're like, look, you darn people, you idiots, we're going to get rid of you. You know, I don't know. We'll clean you out. I'm not saying they did it or anything like that, but can they stop it? You know, and if they know things ahead of time, which we know they do, okay, pretty much I don't know, but I'm in the camp of, I've seen it happen so many times, and I've heard it so many times. See, I'm lucky here, being here on Blue Rock Talk and having Bigfoot Friday. People will come find me with stories. Being on Coast to Coast, people will come find me with stories. It's great. I love it. Even before all that, people knew that about me, and I love that. But now more than ever, right? So, I've heard enough stories. I've seen it myself. I believe I've seen it too, or I've just heard enough stories and I've related to them, that people will say, hey, they know when I'm coming. You know, I didn't plan on going on Saturday when this neat event happened to me that I'm telling you about, but I didn't even know I was going that day. But boy, they did, right? How many times have you heard that? I gifted them something. And then a week later, when I didn't even know I was going to go, and not only did I know I wasn't going to go, or didn't know I wasn't going to go, but I didn't know I was going to go on the other side of this field that I never go to, but I did. And there was that gift that I had given to them, and they had gifted it back. And they gave me some little acorns with it too. Right? You've heard that, right? So people from these decisions and these stories and events say, they say, they knew I was going to be there. They knew I was going to be there when I woke up out of bed, and I didn't even know I was going to be there. They knew I was going to be there. They knew I was going to be there last week. And when we did Lori Williams, the remote viewer, professional remote viewer, and also an instructor of remote viewing, right, on Blue Rock Talk Bafflers. If you have not seen that, go back to prior videos of Blue Rock Talk Bafflers. And I had her, Lori Williams, who was like 82-83% correct when it comes to normal targets where she gets feedback. So I give her an esoteric target. She did Bigfoot. And she had said that she didn't know it was Bigfoot. She didn't know the target, even though she knew immediately what it was when she looked. She wasn't confirmed until afterwards. She was like, this is a Bigfoot. So that's how good she is, okay? And I gave her 3, okay? I gave her 3. So it's not like she just said, oh, it's Connie, is a Bigfoot. Because it could have been an ET. It could have been anything. It was Bigfoot, Mount Shasta, and the pineal gland. All right, so she did all 3 of them. And we broke those on Coast to Coast. But you can get all that stuff here when we went over it later. But she had said with the Bigfoot that there were like these, if I remember, it was kind of similar to like a web full of tunnels, kind of web-like tunnels, and they'd go in them. They were like time tunnels, like portals. It's a tube. So portal, usually a portal is like a hole, right? But are we also including the tube? But she said it was kind of web-like, and it was just very intricate where they'd go in one and come out the other. And it's kind of like going in on a Tuesday, coming out on a, going in on a Tuesday, coming out on a Thursday. Going in on a Thursday, coming back out last Wednesday. And it seemed like it could be at any time, maybe a year or maybe months, maybe days, maybe hours. So when she said that, that made sense to these things, knowing or being able to know that you're going to be there that day. Because they can go in to Saturday afternoon. They see that you're walking around, even though you didn't know it yet. And so they're like, oh, I know they're going to show up today at 3. So that little stuffed animal they gave me, I'm going to set it there. And I'll give them some acorns, too, because they're a little nuts. Those of you that don't like my sense of humor, go find another station. You know, you got to lighten things up as well. And at least I think they're funny. And laughing's what it's all about. And those of you that don't like my laugh, I don't care. People are like, you got a fake laugh. It's me. I don't know what to say. Sorry. Remember the game Sorry? Sorry. I love that game. Love that game. Love that game. I'll play anybody at any time. Got my own version of it. Sometimes it's hard to drink this drink because you really eat it. And I'm usually doing it by myself, so nobody's watching me chow down on it. So forgive me. It's so good to eat a drink. So good to eat a drink. Okay. Okay. Anita is still looking to find the sign. Hey there, Kim. What's up? Kim is a dude, everybody. Boy named Sue. You've got that so right. Johnny should have sang A Boy Named Kim. They are awesome beings. I just wonder, do they, and I'm going to check for some answers right now because there are people in this live chat right now that have unbelievable talents, have unbelievable experience, and I hope that you get to know everybody. While you're here, those of you that are new, please hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. I know because Blue Rock Talk is a network and crypto people can come in and other people along the way can come in and they find Bigfoot Friday. So I hope you'll join us and stick with us and learn the people that are here. You are a Blue Rocker. That's someone in the know if you have subscribed. Please jump in on my Patreon account. Help this live. That link is down below, as well as if you want to give in crypto. Awesome. All those links are down below of what I like as well. BitShares, all that good stuff. And also, I've got swag. Swag is, I don't know what SWAG means. Maybe it means something, but T-shirts and hoodies all down below with the Blue Rock Talk logo on there, on the side and in the front, as well as, and I got hats coming, as well as I'm a Blue Rocker and Blue Rock Talk, and mugs in there too. Some of the mugs say I'm a Blue Rocker. One says I'm a Blue Rocker on both sides. One says I'm a Blue Rocker and Blue Rock Talk on the other side, so it says both. One just says Blue Rock Talk on both sides, so make sure you look at that. And one of them is for Sunday's Bible Blue Rockers, where it's a Bible Blue Rocker. Charlene, hi Connie, I think. You think, are you saying you think they're aliens, Charlene? Have fear of Janbury. I have the only real portal vid on the internet. You do? Well, send it over here. I can add it. What is it? Is it a picture? Or it's a video? How long's the video? Can you send it to me? I'll show it. Let me show it. How long is it? Is it forever? No. Even if it's forever, that's okay. I'm just kidding you. Blue Rockers rule. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. It's a video. How long is the video? Because if you can send it to me and I can upload it here, we can all watch it. 3 minutes. Hey there, Alan Drake. I was talking about you earlier, Alan, that we will be getting you on in the future. We will. And if you haven't heard, you know, I had a sponsor and lost my sponsor due to unfortunate circumstances. But in doing that, I'm looking for people to jump into that Patreon account and other things. See if anybody knows of sponsors, or I may have to do the membership. So that's kind of the stuff you missed. But we're talking Bigfoot tonight. And I want to get into the possibility of E.T., Bigfoot and E.T. Do they know each other? Are they buddies? Are they pals? Are they the same thing? Okay. Okay. So Charlene, you think they are alien? You think they are extraterrestrial? Some people think they're humans. They're just like us. You know, we can keep in mind that some could be ET, some could be interdimensional, some could be part of us. Some of them could be made. A lot of people think they're made, right? By the way, behind me, this is when I did take one of the walks in Colorado in Bailey, no, Confer area, Confer, and that's the structure I came up on very, very early in the hike. By the way, very early. People are just walking right by it like they didn't even know. You can tell a Bigfooter from just any other normal person. I mean, they just walk by the signs where you're like, you know, you really want to know these things are real, but you don't even research a little bit to find out. And if you did, you'd start seeing structures everywhere, right? I mean, we all know that. But all these signs are everywhere, and people, I just don't believe they're real. Well, scoot back a little bit. Let me take a picture of you, Nick. Nick, get over, look closer. See that structure you're next to? It was built by some big old creatures, most likely. Okay, so... Okay, you know what? Just send it to me in the future, and that would be great. That would be awesome to do. I need to do that. I need to have an area for you guys to send your videos and send your goods. That, you know, because not everybody is like an entire, let's talk for 3 hours with you kind of person. A lot of you don't even want to be on camera. So I would like to get that from you. Yeah, the things you see and experience once you pay attention, it's just amazing. And once you have the education of what to look for. So, you know, Charlene and Have Fear. Anybody here that's on now or watches this ever wants to do a Bigfoot Friday, let me know. I know a lot of people, I still haven't gotten on, and forgive me. Strange things are going on right now. I'm just trying to pull it all together. But I know that, you know, I don't always want the same old people, even though I'm not bringing on the same old people, but I want, in fact, the Bigfoot world is just awesome. It's just good people. So any of you that are here now that would, if you just want to send me pictures or videos and you don't want, just at least send them and tell me what they are if you don't want to go on. Because I know some people don't want to go on. It's okay. If you do want to go on, let me know about that. That's cool too. So I don't know if Alan left or not, but Alan, what do you think of the Bigfoot? Do you think they're ET? I'm looking forward to his story. I only learned a part of it because I want it to be a surprise. Because I'm looking forward to his stories. Oh, yeah. Yep, Matthew. I agree with Charlene. Turns out Chewbacca is real after all, but I have never experienced a real Bigfoot myself. Yes, I believe the Wookiees are out there. On my Piddle channel. What's a Piddle channel? Is that... Are you European? Are you over there? Are you a European? Oh, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. Documentary companies in Japan and New York want it. Oh my gosh. Well, send it to me. I'm just thinking I might be able to play it now. I'm just if I can watch it first and then play it, it'll look better. So anyway, I hope you send it to me. Hope you send it to me. You can send it to let's see, send it to the blue. See, I'm losing my voice. I'm trying not to get sick like everybody else. Oh my gosh, everybody's sick. BlueRockTalk@gmail.com. BlueRockTalk@gmail.com. There are many kinds of intelligent species in the galaxy alone. There are beings that are aquatic, those that can fly, and others. Some look like Bigfoot. Yep, that's Alan Drake. Matthew has not seen anything yet. Matthew, what area of the country do you live in? Oh man, I can't wait to see that video. Portal not it. No, you are certainly in the room of believers. Knowers. Okay, so show. Okay. No, I don't want people to see it yet. I don't want to see it here. I want to see it here. See if you send it to me. Let's see if we can play it. See if we can play it. Don't pass them on to other YouTube channels. That's what I'm trying to do, is grow my channel. Give me your goods. Give me your goods. I think we all need to stick together and try to collaborate with answers and theories and ideas and thoughts, and not poo-pooing and not woo-wooing. Excuse me. Please give me your thoughts on the sweatshirts and the t-shirts. They're down below underneath the video. They should pop up. You should see that as merchandise right under there. It's really cool. So yeah, you get certain rewards in YouTube as you move forward. So I've got enough to be able to do this. But if you click on one, you can actually go to the store, and you're going to see a whole lot better ones. I didn't pick the ones that are shown there. They look kind of goofy. I would have picked better looking ones that look better in a picture than the saggy ones that look like the invisible woman or man's in them and they're looking at you. That's what it looks like. Oh, okay, you're not far outside of Philadelphia in South Jersey. Okay, I'm still looking for the Jersey Devil. Yeah, that one's not as easy, though. I've heard that there's been some things going on there. In fact, Mike Crow, what did you say about UFOs happening too? Where was that you saw it in the news that Nick Pope was checking out? Alan, yes, some look like insects. Some are the common grays. Some look like lizards. Mostly the grays and humanoids are visiting Earth. Yeah, we will get Alan on. He'll be on a Far Out Thursday. Well, let me tell you, Matthew, the state of Pennsylvania is full of Bigfoot, full of UFO activity. And, oh, you guys, who's the guy? Is Paul. Who's the guy that writes the books? Paul? Is it Paul out of Pennsylvania? I've interviewed him several times. I feel horrible. Paul, really neat guy. Anyway, he does a lot of stories and is called upon to go to a lot of events. And he may be one of the first people that spoke of, I'm not sure, of UFOs and Bigfoot stories being combined. A lot of activity in Pennsylvania. A lot of it. Okay, let's see. Well, you're going to have to send that stuff to me. I don't know if you did or not. I like to read your stuff. I just hate that you have to see this side of me, but it is my better half. Been in TV all my life. You got to have a better half, and you always do. There's always a better side, and you got to pick it. You got to have a better side. This side, I was in a bad car accident when I was 4, and you see it now. Of course, when you get older, right? The scars were underneath here. Like I was in the back seat, and I somehow ended up underneath the dashboard in the front passenger seat. And I remember my sister always telling me, they thought I was going to die, but from some of the stuff I saw and remember, and I talked to my dad about it at one point, I think I may have. Where you come and go kind of thing. I don't know much about the Jersey Devil. A friend of mine, Charlie Cherry, that has done my logos here, that I think he did a great job on. He was supposed to take me to the Jersey Devil. We never did, or those areas. I'm hearing there's still a lot of activity there. But some people have said that similar beings have started to be, they've been seen lately in other areas. So if anybody can answer that, please do in the live chat. So Mike Crow, when he feels better, will be our little stringer newsman. Well, one of them, who knows, maybe the only one. He said over in Ireland, it's been on BBC and NBC, 2 pilots from British Airways and 2 from Virgin have talked about UFOs being spotted. And Mike's thing is that, the BBC and NBC are talking about it. Yeah, and that is rare when those things happen. Usually in the other countries, though, they kind of talk about it without a problem. It's us that has the problem with it. Either half is your better half. Either half, your better half. That's funny. Okay, I missed a whole bunch of stuff here. What's going on? What are you doing? What you doing? Let's see what else. Paul. No, Paul Paulides, by the way. David Paulides, I met him for the first time in person, the 411, the other day at Ron Moorhead's event. And by the way, I can show some of that if you'd like, a little bit of the event with Ron. I'm not showing the speech. I got to talk to the guys that put that on at Sasquatch Outpost. They said I could have that and, record it and do all that kind of stuff. I got permission, but I want to talk to them about it, just to, confirm that before I do anything. Anyway, the people at Sasquatch Outpost, fantastic. Jim and Daphne, who own that and work at it, and then people that provide product as well. Laser Greg. If you look back at some of the Bigfoot events that I just recently put up, I think you're going to enjoy them. It was neat, and all these neat little cameos with Ron Moorhead. I did have something I haven't shown yet. This was just, I was trying to get it on Bigfoot Friday, if those of you that were with me. And I was staying at the, now, is it the Bailey Lodge, I think? Yeah. Nice, Scott, who owns it. Nice guy. Nice, clean place if you ever need to stay there. Good rates, just right in the midst of crazy things happening. Anyway, it's a nice place. What was I going to say about that? I'm lost. Anyway, I was doing the Bigfoot Friday from there, and I couldn't upload it. It had download speeds. Motels, hotels, things like that, they don't think about people sitting around playing games or live streaming where you need uploads. Most people need downloads. You at home, you probably don't need upload unless you're you got some kid, doing games or live streaming. So people don't normally worry about that. So I could not get the video up. So I have that video if you guys would like to watch it. Hey, Connie in chat. All right, we got a lot of people in here. Please hit that like button if you're liking it. Oh, there's always somebody that hits the no button and goes on. Why are you here? I wish when somebody hit the no, they could be zapped. That'd be great. It's like that Skittles commercial where the one boy has the Skittles flu or virus or whatever he's got, and then the girl asked if it was contagious, and when she did, she had it all over him, and the guy was like, no. Then you can know. So like if somebody gets zapped by doing all these like thumbs down, me, people. If they got zapped every time, and when they got zapped, another mark or something happened on them. Oh, you're that guy. You're that girl. You're that person that does all that stupid, little negative bomb here, or a little, bully and stuff. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, you can. Whoa. Is the portal? Let me ask. Is the portal? And I think I saw it. Is that the one where you're looking through the rear view mirror of the car? Is that it? Is that the portal one? So Nick Pope is following the story. We should see about getting Nick on sometime. Somebody's laughing at something. Heart 22, welcome. Hey, you guys that are here, hit that like button. Please share this with somebody. Please share this with groups. Please share this with friends. Share right now. Tell them to come over and join us in the live chat. Thanks to all my buddies over in Facebook on the Connie Willis page, the Blue Rocker page, or Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis page, my Twitter accounts. If you're not hearing me respond to you, because we're over at the YouTube live chat, okay? So please join us over there. It's always a good conversation here on Bigfoot Friday. You guys are always like fun. You're always fun. So the big question is, and Anita, I'm not sure. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, put it into all those other Bigfoot channels out there. Anita, I don't know if you can answer this or not, and maybe you did. Please do it again for me in caps if you did. And that is, did you answer about are the Bigfoot? Do you believe the Bigfooters are healers? Do you believe no? Do you believe they're just all different? So some can be, some cannot be. But what do you believe about all the fires? Do you believe they are in circumstances or situations where they can help, but choose not to, or whatever? And I'm not saying this to Anita, but anybody out there. I hate when I hear, I despise when I hear people say, well, they could help out, but they're not supposed to help out the human race. They're not supposed to interfere. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they, I just don't believe, oh, we want to help you, but we're not supposed to interfere. If I saw you stranded on the side of a road and you were hit by a car, somebody then, whoever hit you in the car, they stopped their car, they ran out, and they took a lead pipe and they started beating you over the head with it, stabbed you a few times, you're still alive. And then they decide to get in their car, but before then, they go in their trunk and they come back and they put gas on you and light you with a match, and then they move on. If I was standing there watching it, I would come help you. I don't want to interfere. Even though it's not my job to do that. I'm not a firefighter or an ambulance person or this or that, but I'm going to come help you. So don't you? They don't want to interfere. I don't want to hear that. And if you're that way, tell me why you say that. Is it just a theory, or do you know this ironclad? And it's okay either way. It's all right. We're all friends here talking. But I hate when I hear that. Oh, they're not supposed to interfere. They've already interfered. If you believe in the hybridization project, the ETs have interfered. Okay, so now, are Bigfoot ET or interdimensional? Is there a difference? And this is directly to Anita or anybody else out there that studies these things and research these things or have, these abilities to either talk with them on demand or what. Tell me, what are they able to help with these fires? Have they chosen not to? Did they start up? I'm not saying that they started them. I certainly don't want to be on the news for that. But anyway, I'm just trying to get some answers from you guys. Hey, Justin T. Bigfoot is interdimensional. Fact. How you got the fact? Come on. Everything cannot be fact. You know what I mean? We got, you gotta give. We all want facts here for sure. So if you've got them, let's bring it on. Let's go. Okay, I'm just reading through your all stuff. Scott Carpenter. I gotta write that name down, I think. Okay, get Scott Carpenter. Why? Who is that? Tell me more about Scott Carpenter. Scott Carpenter. His stuff is amazing, okay? I think I've written that one down before. All right. Oop. This live chat is down further than I thought. I'm sorry. I'm way back there behind you guys. Okay. Hit that like button, you guys, while you're here. Hit that like button. Go over, hit that like button. Come on. Now give me a break. It helps me a little bit. Let's see. Not the mirror, the backup camera. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about because you had sent that to me before, or you sent me the information. So so no, that's good. So I was right though, right? You knew what I was talking about exactly. Yeah. Okay. So the thing about that is, when I saw it, I couldn't really see it because it was on a phone and it was very small. So I want to see it blown up so I can see it. Because I saw what was happening, and I knew the question that I had from it, you would have been able to answer. I just know it was a tiny little monitor I was looking at. And I know for you to be that strong and that heavy with it, that there had to be something to it. So the question I had, I knew you were going to have an answer to it, but I don't remember it now. But it was something to where, yeah, I remember the people walking in. But yeah, but that's it. So that's cool. So I do have your info. I'm going to write it down again here, though, to go look. So it's still on your site, right? Okay. All right. So Claudia Dixon is in. Hey, Claudia is in the house. So we got some big footers here. Claudia, Anita. Have Fear of Jan's got a ton of neat stuff. So let's see what Claudia says. I think that the fires are affecting the forest people as much as they are affecting us humans. Absolutely, I think so too. I think they can elude the fires easier than us humans can, but they are losing their homes too. I agree. Okay. Oh, it's horrible. When I was just there for the Blue Rocker Bash with Alyssa in, I guess that was 2017 now. And we just saw those little fires. I was on coast to coast, and we drove from where Alyssa home and the Blue Rocker Bash was, and I guess we went to the Portland studios, if I remember correctly. I think that's where we went. And we saw just what would be a small fire compared on our way over. And just seeing that, it was awful. To see it on video is one thing. To see it in person is another, because you can't believe your eyes that it's happening, because it's ferocious. And let me tell you, it was just small. It was just a small fire. Obviously, it was big, but from where we were and in the the aspect and ratio of everything, it was small. But you knew it was you knew it was just this ravaging, awful fire just going crazy, and it was awful to see. Coming back after doing Coast to Coast, passing over this bridge to go into, we were in Washington and we went to Oregon, so we went back. That whole mountainside was in 4 hours, less than 5 hours probably total. Came back, and the whole mountainside was just up in flames. It was awful. It was awful. It was terrible. And there's nothing, what can you do? What can you do? But these fires have been going on forever, correctly? I mean, this is kind of normal with the Santa Ana winds blowing up and making it worse kind of thing. Is that correct? You know, when you don't live in these areas, you don't know all that history. But I know it's bad. You know, I lived in Florida for a long time, so I don't know if y'all remember at one point when there was Hurricane 5, right? It goes up to 5, right? In a row. There was 4 weekends in a row. 4 weekends in a row. Nothing in between. You know, there wasn't like, it took a week off. 4 different ones in a row. Well, I was on a little island called Longboat Key for each one of those. And it's a little 12-mile island. And it's very scary when that's the case. The fires are produced by DEWs. I'm in California. It's corrupt. They're produced. What's DEW? What is that? Very sad. So let me go back to so Claudia and Anita. I don't know if either one of you had mentioned. Do you guys think Do you think that? Yeah, I guess that was your answer. You don't think that they can do anything to stop it. Now, so my question is, if they have these portals of time, and if they can control time, and if they can go in on a Tuesday and come back on a Thursday, and that kind of thing, which Lori Williams, it was fantastic stuff. You have to watch it. You have to go to the video in the past. Just search here on Blue Rock Talk, Bafflers, and then the Bigfoot one. But if they can go in to these time portals one day and come out the other, I mean, couldn't they go, and when the fire was at a flame, just put their big foot on there, suffocate it out? And in saying that, maybe they have along the way, right? Maybe they have along the way. Ain't no Star Trek jokes. That was a Star Wars joke, Matthew. We're talking Wookiees, right? Is that what we're talking about there? Directed energy weapons. Oh, okay. Directed energy weapons. So you guys think that our own people did that purposely? And people that, not like some kid out there, camping out, or some doofus camping out that didn't put out the fire properly, or flicked a match or cigarette or something like that. You're thinking somebody meant to do this, who would that be and why? Okay, Heart 22, I got you. You have to send a link to Scott Carpenter. All right, so do y'all want to see? I'll show you that quick video I tried to upload the other day. It was just something that I shot live before Ron Moorhead was going to go on and speak. We were just preparing the place where he was going to speak at. And it's just a little behind the scenes, so I just kind of show you the area. Again, I always try to do things live, but when you're in the middle of nowhere, it doesn't always happen. So I'll show you the video again. It was just Ron Moorhead spoke in Bailey, Colorado over the past weekend. You guys are Blue Rockers and watching Bigfoot Friday. You saw that, and you also saw the catastrophe of me trying to upload it where there was no upload. But this one was earlier in the day. And it was actually on, I think this one could have been on Friday. Yeah, it was on Friday. And we were just setting up the area for where Ron was going to speak. So you'll see Ron, you'll see his girlfriend, wife. You'll see a guy named Dennis, and Dennis Foal. I think your last name's Foal. I'm looking forward to talking to him a little bit more about a whole lot of things. Funny how things come full circle. You'll hear about somebody one day, and then you'll come full circle, or at least projects, and you find the people that have been a part of them. So it's just going in, saying hi, that kind of thing, and then saying goodbye. So let me pull that up, and you guys can watch it. So don't leave. I'll come back afterwards. Do I still have it here? I might. Did I lose the video? Did I get rid of the video? Let's see here. I know how to pull it back, if I did. Is there going to be sound? See, that's the thing with videos. You gotta check all that out. So let me pull this up. It's just a little short thing, if I've got it. I might not have it on here. See, movies. Is it under movies? Let's see, is it under Ron? La 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 la. Yeah, I think I have it somewhere else. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is you're going to lose audio. If you guys want to see it, what's bad? What's going on? Well, it must be terrible out there. The fires look like they are directed to houses, not the forest. Some claim that the Rothschilds are behind this. Just throwing this out there. I don't know for sure one way or the other. So this is all conspiracy then, huh? The smoke is horrible. Much of those fires are due to global warming. I'm in California foothills. It's very smoky here. Oof. Heart 22. Where are you in California? Not if the fire was caused by tree contact with high voltage power lines. That's just terrible, isn't it? Oh, Justin T, I thought you were saying my mic was bad. I'm like, what? What's wrong? Okay, so you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I have to unplug my microphone in order to plug in this hard drive to put the video in here. So I'm just going to mouth to you for a little bit. Sorry. Okay, everybody understand that? So if somebody comes in going, I can't hear you, please answer for them, okay? Thanks. Hold on here. Let me do this again. Okay. Let's see. Do you guys hear me back again? Everything okay? You got me? Oh, you're near Los Angeles, Alan? Are you getting it there? Are you getting the smoke? And where are you? Oh no, Matthew, you're in Pennsylvania. Auburn, California. I don't know. Where's Auburn, California? I don't know there. Okay, all right. So let me put this little video on, and I'll be right back. Just want to make sure everybody. Okay, you got me. Thank you, Claudia. Somebody tell me. Okay. So once again, you're watching Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I'm Connie Willis. It's Bigfoot Friday. We this is where we talk about Bigfoot and different things like that. Crypto Connie Tuesdays is cryptocurrency. Wasted Wednesdays, a serious look at the cannabis industry is coming soon. Far Out Thursdays, Alan Drake, one of the people in there, will be talking on that soon too. Stan's Bible lecture on Sundays, Ain't Your Daddy's Bible class, and all sorts of neat things along the way too. You never know. My tower garden, hydroponics, and aeroponics, as well as metal detecting, all sorts of neat little things. You never know what's going to happen next, but right now, let me set this up for you, and you can watch this, and it's just a short little video. Last Friday night, I was trying to upload this, and I couldn't do it. It was just where Ron Moorhead was talking in Bailey, Colorado, and I was staying at the Bailey Lodge, so I wasn't able to upload it, but here it is. We were, that day, the Sasquatch Outpost had put all this together. Great people. If you get to go by there, do it. I have a video of their place and Jim and Daphne who own it, and just great people all the way around. Everybody, it was just great people. Anyway, it's the day before Ron said, so everybody's just kind of setting up and seeing where it's going to be, and a little behind the scenes, and he's talking with somebody. So it's just a typical little thing. Just so let's go ahead and show this. Let's see here. Here we go.
Gucci, Jimmy Choo, Dolce and Gabbana too. Stella Max, Oscar Louis, Chloe, Fendi, Ralph and Juicy. Versace and Christian Dior, Valentino and Couture. Prada, Gucci, Jimmy Choo, Dolce and Gabbana too. Versace and Christian.
Hey Blue Rockers, Connie Willis here at this neat camping retreat in Bailey, Colorado. This is the outside of it. We'll go on in the inside. This is where Ron Moorhead will speak tomorrow. It's really nice, smells good. Very neat looking. Isn't that cool? So he's going to speak here tomorrow night. So welcome to the Bigfoot Friday. Neat little area where it's a retreat, camping area. That's where he's going to speak. I'm going to hold my iPad right there and try to record him along the way. And so they filled up half of this, and they're going to put people over here too. So I'll show you where Ron's he's going to be here. So he will stand right here and he'll see everybody, right? Right, so they've got the chairs there. I think they're going to put chairs there. That's what the setup is right now. And that's Carrie Campbell. His wife. There's Ron right there. He's talking to Dennis. That's Dennis's wife right there. We're doing all the work. Look at the women doing all the work. Just kidding. I met a Bigfooter, Jason Frank, and that's his buddy right there. And there's Ron right here.
No, it's funny though.
There's equipment.
I wish I had more time, Ron, but one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is I used to not believe in that stuff because I like to see there's a bear there. I see a bear. It's moving. It's physical, like you and me. And I believe Sasquatch are the same way. The more I got, the more time I spent, the more involved I got. The strange things that I started witnessing personally that changed my mind about all of it was the orb. And you know, more than one occasion, these ripping, tearing sounds. I get in a tent, and it always happened in tents. I'd be in a tent, and I'd hear, "What is this? What is your theory?"
The toy with you.
Yeah, you mentioned it a number of times, and when I got the book at home, the old paperback, Al Berry and the one that wrote and Slate. I have that at home, and at the back, the last chapter, that talks about the strange stuff. When I started reading through that, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy cow! I didn't doubt it. It's not that I said, oh, no, that's bull. I started reading that, and I said, holy cow! There's a whole different aspect that no one talks about.
Well,
what is?
A lot of people are talking about it now.
Yeah.
Orbs is pretty common.
The orbs.
I see a lot of orbs. We Joe Hauser's place, Montana Vortex.
Joe Hauser's, which one's that?
Montana Vortex in Montana.
Oh, okay. I think
we had orbs up there following us around sometimes. What they are, we don't know, but there's
energy.
Theories.
Balls
everything's energy.
Yeah.
But what kind of energy and what they're representing is a question.
And what about the tearing sounds? Do you think there's
They can make that sound.
It's a sound that they produce?
They can produce any sound they want, in my opinion. And actually, the studies we've done, even Curlin's report, Man Like Monsters on Trial, it shows the range of which they got. It doesn't get into infrasound or ultrasound, but it certainly suggests, because we couldn't record them then, we don't know. But infrasound and ultrasound may be something else they can do. I think, personally, they have more than two vocal cords. They've got something unique about their vocal apparatus that allows them to do a lot of stuff that, like the time we had thought was our campus being tore apart, and you look out there and nothing's changed. Well, how'd that sound happen?
You all look like you think you're coming right through here, don't you? And they did.
The only thing is, they could either hypnotize us all, thinking that's what we heard, or there was making a sound out there that might get our attention, make us jump out of the shelter, which we didn't do.
For what purpose?
Playing with us.
Intimidation. So not unlike a guerrilla bluff charge or something that would try to
Intimidation or play?
try to intimidate.
I think they're playing with us because I think they're trying to see what we're going to do.
Exactly. And to measure the character of the person that they're dealing with, to see if you're going to run, which would accomplish maybe part of the goal is to move you out of the area. Or in Ron's case, which I believe eventually happened over time, once the intimidation didn't work, they felt, okay, we can maybe get along with you guys. Maybe we can reach them somehow.
Well, they did. Yeah.
And they did, yeah. So
They went right up to your mics. That's crazy. That's cool.
Awesome. And you know, the logistical feat back in the 70s to do that, because we didn't have the technology then that we do now, and he had to carry how much gear up there. I mean, that had to take, because when I first started this run, I actually was using, back in 2000, 2001, I actually reverted to an old reel-to-reel RCA tape recorder because of the audio quality of that tape recorder at the time was superior to the digital. So I actually used, for the first couple of years, we carried this big RCA digital recorder with the mic system and everything set up at one of the cabin locations here we were doing some research out of, trying to get audio. Because at that time, that was really high quality audio recording. So this big old device that required, you had to plug it into a wall, Al had to use, probably at that time, very expensive and high-quality reel-to-reel recorders.
Well, what we used in the 70s was just cassettes.
Yeah.
That's all Barry had. But he had the top-notch. I had a top-notch type cassette player, too, which is the best you could get at the time, stereo mics and all that stuff. All burning my house fire, tapes and all. Fortunately, I sent one of the tapes off to Al Barry, who still had a copy of it. That's what I produced my second CD with, because otherwise I lost all my quality sounds like you wouldn't believe. You could hear him walking around the shelter like this.
So you did lose some that...
I lost them all.
But some that are not included in Sierra Sound?
No, they're pretty much, well, Al Barry caught the clearest sounds. Those are the ones that got studied. And what happened 2 years later when I was recording with my cassette player, that's the ones that all got burned out. All my good sounds I recorded with my good. I said before when I interacted with them, I didn't have my nice stereo. I just had cassette, saddlebag.
Yeah.
And that's all I had. And
all your stuff got burned?
yes.
You think that was a mistake, an accident? Or, just got to ask you.
Nobody set fire to my house.
I'm just.
That was electrical fire.
Okay.
Between the first and second floor, smoldering, and
just asking.
Burn it down.
People will ask me to ask you that.
One of the best audio recordings I could have potentially taken in Kentucky, we had...
that's where I'm from.
Yeah, we had a project we were working there, and I literally had one evening, we did a few wood knocks, and it was very rare that they vocalized over there. They're very quiet. But when they did vocalize, one night I got it very good, very clear, and probably not more than 100 yards into the woods. The scream, yell, and it sounded like a female, like a woman. You've heard the description before, the woman kind of being strangled, but she was just screaming. Clear, loud, very good. I had just set up a brand new recording. I had a Edirol R1 hand recorder, digital recorder, and I just put a brand new SD card in it. Just got it that day. Put that sucker in there, I formatted it, I thought. And here I am, and I get this recording, and it was by far the best I'd ever collected around there. And I went back to play that later on.
Wasn't there?
It wasn't there.
So I got an error stating
Those things
that
happen.
but the thing was that it worked fine prior to that and after that. But that one time was the only time it had ever made an error, and it told me that the format couldn't play back the format because the card was bad, brand new card. Never had any issues like that before or after. That one time, I thought I had really a piece of gold, and I lost that. But Bigfooters tell you quite often that sometimes strange things happen when you've got really good potential to get evidence, and I can't explain it. I don't know what it is.
And what's your name again?
Dennis.
Dennis what?
Full.
Okay. I want all the Blue Rockers out there to know you.
Oh, okay.
So say hi to our Bigfoot Friday Blue
Hello,
Rockers.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot Friday, you said?
Bigfoot Friday.
Hello, Bigfoot Fridayers.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. Some people call it the
We'll be talking to that man here soon enough. That's Jim. He owns the Sasquatch outpost. That's really cool.
There's so many parallels in biblical things.
And see, that's what it's like when you're around Ron, isn't it? Yes. Yep. So he will be here tomorrow night. Some of you will be here too. And he's going to do what he does best. He's going to tell his stories, and it's going to be a good night. It'll be a fun night, and everybody will get a chance to talk to him too. And he'll be selling his book and talking about his book and signing his book. So tomorrow night, just look it up. Look at Bailey, Colorado, and look for the Sasquatch Outpost. And I'm sure you'll have all the details right there. And this is the outside to where he is. Very squatchy area. A lot of stuff going on here. Look at that snow, and that's some snow. We're up high. We're up high. All right, Blue Rockers. See, you can always tell when they're not a Blue Rocker yet, right? He said Bigfoot Fridayers. We'll work on that. Don't you worry. By the end of the weekend, he will be a Blue Rocker. By the end of tonight, I'm going to go in there right now. Make sure he is. All right, you guys. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button, share this with other people. Let's grow this audience, folks, or I'm going to have to stop. That's just the end of it. Okay, don't let that happen. Connie Willis here for Bigfoot Friday and Blue Rock Talk, Earth's most interesting conversations. We're talking people, places, and things. More to come.
Hey there, Blue Rockers. Hopefully you're back and you enjoyed that show. Wasn't that pretty neat? Yeah, hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know if you can hear me. That's all I want to know. I hate to talk for a long time and then later on I see that y'all are going, Connie, for 30 minutes. I can't hear you. Good. Hey, Deborah Jane East. What's going on, woman? Yo! Neat video. Okay, good, cool, and you can hear me. Great. Thank you. Yeah, that was in Bailey, Colorado. The people that put that together is the Sasquatch Outpost. What a great group of people, and what a great little area. And by the way, I had my best prime rib sandwich ever in my life there. Oh my gosh, it was great. It was perfect. I'm like, that sounds pretty good right now. I'm starving. What time is it? Oh my gosh. So I want to thank all of you guys for giving the some more suggestions on who. I got to get a hold of the Scott Carpenter guy as well, and I got some other names on here. Again, the folks under the weather wanted to say hi. Make sure you guys are doing okay. Mike Crow, who's here with us with Myth Chasers, and also James Archbishop James Long, you guys know him as. Feeling under the weather too. He's probably not with us tonight, but he might be. He might be in there somewhere. So, Deborah Jane East, what are you doing? You're like saying things and then taking it back. What are you talking about? What are you doing? You made a believer out of me, Connie. Yes, a Bigfooter. Yeah, it's so funny. In this field. By the way, everybody, you're watching Blue Rock Talk with Connie Willis. I'm Connie Willis, and this is Bigfoot Friday. Oh, wait a minute. Let me fix that. Wait, let me fix my hair. Later on, I'm like, oh, I can't believe that. Why didn't somebody tell me? Yeah, thanks, you guys. I'm always surprised at, there's different genres, right? In the, I hate the word paranormal, but in the paranormal field. Okay, you have ghost people, you have remote viewers, you have UFO people, you have alien people, you have UFO people, then alien people, you have hybrid people, everybody's kind of even got their own little expertise niche. Bigfoot, this, that, and this. But I'm surprised. Now, that's what I like to do. I like to, hold on, let me fix my shirt here. What's going on? I'm not here to share the world. So I like to study them all, see how they connect. All right, all of it, see how it connects. So if somebody says, "Oh, we're going Bigfoot," and I'm going with you. Somebody says, "Oh, we're going to go watch for lights in the sky in this little UFO area," I'm going with you. "Oh, we're going to go ghost hunting." I prefer not to ghost hunt because I grew up every night scared out of my mind. But okay, I would go if it was a choice between that and something else that wasn't related like that. But these things all relate. But the funny thing is, there are some people in the different genres that don't believe anything about the other genres. like Deborah saying she never, it's not that she didn't believe in Bigfoot, is probably what she would say. She would probably just say she just never thought about it. Because I was like that with Bigfoot. I was like, well, I just never thought about it. It was, they were in movies. I read a book when I was 6 called Yeti. I just never thought about it. But if you go out, you'll think about it. You won't have a choice to think about it. It'll be on your mind after every second after that. But it is funny how people, they'll believe in aliens, and they're here and they're out and somewhere else, and they're all over the place, and they're doing this and doing that, and there's 18,000 varieties, and I know about 6 species, and they've come to visit me or whatever, but they won't believe in Bigfoot. You're a nut. There ain't no big old hairy man walking around. Oh, but there's a little gray one here, a little scaly one over here in your house every night. But there's not one howling outside my door. with the cast that I have of footprints. It's just funny when I hear that. Usually the ghost people are cool with they're open-minded to everything. UFO people will kind of keep their little circle. But Bigfooters don't have a problem believing in aliens that I know of. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I don't think so. I think when you see a big thing like that, or it's walking around or it's talking to you, I don't think you have a problem with thinking about some of the other things out there. But I am surprised at people that don't believe. They believe one thing like majorly, rawr. And Bigfoot, what are you, a nut? Let me go back to my little alien race over here. It's kind of funny. Now, you're talking about Todd Standing's footage. Now, I think there's a big argument about his stuff, right? I don't know. I don't know him. But I think he's got, I think half people believe him and half people don't, or something like that. I don't know. But it is all connected. Absolutely is all connected. Without a doubt. Is anybody watching the show Manifest? I saw it on Hulu. Manifest. And maybe it's only on Hulu. I don't know. And it's constantly saying, it's all connected. Or we're all connected. I think it's all connected. It's all connected. Yes, you're right about the groups are separated. If anyone came together with their research, we might get somewhere and finding out where they are. If absolutely, Heart 22. Even the Bigfooters themselves fight amongst themselves. And it's too bad because I think we can all, and they argue points. And I think we can, if someone says they hear something, I can't go, no, I can't believe, But there are people that can over-exaggerate. So, and they just do that in general. It's just them. But sometimes people can do that. I just want to hear your stories, and I want to try to put it together myself. But if everybody wants to get together and talk about it, that's great. That's why we have Bigfoot Friday. So, but I just want you guys to know that I've heard a lot of things recently that are pretty scary. It seems, I don't want to get into it. We'll save it for another evening because I'll bring in some of the people that are talking about some of these things. And maybe just down south they're friendlier, hairy people, and out in these other areas they're a little bit more liberal and judgmental. I don't know. But there's been some pretty scary, horrific things that you hear out west about these beings where the areas I've gone for the most part, I mean, I've gone out west as well, in Pacific Northwest and things like that, but for the most part where I've stayed nights and nights and nights and nights and things would be like Alabama, Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, Florida. It's amazing when you become familiar with where they are, what to look for, what to listen for. Because at one point you'll look back and go, I used to hike. That's what that was. That's why I didn't feel right. I had that same weird feeling before. Yeah. So, okay. The ego fights back and forth. Are sad, yes, Anita. All right, I'm glad you guys are still sticking it out. Okay, let's see what Anita's saying here. Once you have, say, Bigfoot or whichever one experiences, the others tend to make themselves known as well. Yeah, I believe all entities know each other. We are the only clueless. Yes, and some of us are not clueless, thank goodness. And we're trying to learn it. But that's where, like, the father of remote viewing, Ingo Swann, had believed, hey, somebody's keeping us from our telepathy abilities. Somebody is pushing it down, literally doing that for purposes of their own. So maybe somebody did find the magic button to push to shut us down from that. And some of us are creeping through it, or some of it maybe is starting to wear out, or maybe we're not eating what we were told to eat, or maybe we're not drinking what we were supposed to drink. A lot of people say fluoride and things like that. But I do think he's right. However, when it goes to the telepathy thing, mind speak on a Bigfoot Friday, and the experience I had, the first night I experienced this, they talked to me. So I had the mind speak immediately. But not only did they mind speak, they woke my body up that was asleep, and I recognized that they woke up every cell in my body. I should have been beat. I should have been exhausted. But yet, and as I laid there, I was like, why am I feeling so good? I was like, why am I awake, and why am I feeling so good about it? I should not be. Everything felt good. And then they spoke to me, and I spoke back, and I wasn't surprised. I didn't freak out. It was very natural. It's very innate. Just dip, 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 yip, 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 boom, boom. That was it. So these things, in my view, have an ability to turn on the telepathy, the mind speak with us. In fact, they're able to turn us on and off, is what I'm getting. I was asleep. They woke me. They energized every cell. They spoke to me. I didn't think anything of it. Wouldn't I have thought something of that? I didn't think anything of it. They talked through my mind. Normal. It wasn't a big deal till later. I went, oh my gosh. That should have been a big deal. The cloud should have parted. Angels should have come down and sung, did a little bit, did a little ditty or something. No. It was just natural. And then it's like they turned me back off. When there's 5 people in a field and 2 people see and or hear the same thing, but the other 3 people don't. 5 switches, turn on 2. Oh, time to leave. Is that what happens? They have that ability? If they do, they have control. We believe, most people believe the Greys do that, and the aliens do that, right? That they can turn you off and on. Check out David Jacobs. with the Hybridization Project and all his great books. I love them. They can kind of turn you off and on. Real zombies. And those of you that talk about getting zapped by them and being frozen, real zombies. So all these other creatures out there tend to be able to freeze us, stop us, wake us up, take whatever veil is off of us and speak to us, and then shut it back off. And they can talk to you as well as somebody else. So so that leads to me as well. If we could all have telepathy, if we all had it, can I direct a message just to you only, and not everybody else hear it? Or if I throw it out there, does everybody hear it? You know, how does that work? Well, these tend to be able to just tell you and talk to you. Some stories I've heard lately, I can't tell them. It's not up to me. It's up to these people to tell them. But where I have friends that believe that they are totally from the heavens, God, all these wonderful, beautiful things. I have a whole bunch of other people that say the total exact opposite. And they've run from them and had things happen to them to dispute what the other people are saying. So again, different personalities. And yes, Kim, we all have it. We all have it. But where's that button? What's pushed it down? What has stopped it? Because a lot of us have to practice a lot. Some of us are better at it than others. Some people get tired after a while. We don't have it naturally like what I experienced that night, right? And other times. We definitely all have it. There's no question. We definitely all have it. And that's what's good about remote viewing classes, right, Kim? They teach you how to, they teach you how to get your conscious and subconscious talking, because right now they're not. They're like, bite me, hey, bite me, hey. They pull them together to talk. That's what that's all basically about. But the telepathy thing, man, we all got it, but something's not pushed in there. Near-death events trigger telepathy, yes. It's a gradual thing that manifests over the months preceding the event. It's very difficult to understand what's going on for the individual at first. Yep, except blue rockers, people in the know, they get it. They know if they pass and come back that they're going to have great abilities. In fact, I had a surgery once, and I said to the anesthesiologist, I said, listen, she thought I was nuts. I was straight up. I said, look, all right, you have control of me at this point. Get me to the light. I don't want to go in the light. I'm not going to go in the light. Don't push me in the light. Just get me to the light. I was serious. I said, I want to come back with some abilities. She thought I was nuts, and I couldn't believe it because, I guess she's, serious life and death. But come on, these people have to know some of the stories that we all know, right? They have to. If not, they're not studying everything 360 complete. Holy moly. You think it's the pineal gland. Please go back to one of the Blue Rock Talk bafflers here on Blue Rock Talk. Lori Williams, she remote viewed the target pineal gland. You may have heard it on Coast to Coast as well. But she talked about the pineal gland, and nobody really said much about that. And I thought, man, that's incredible. Why is nobody really talking about that one? It's amazing. So anyway, you guys have been great. I appreciate that you hung out here on a Bigfoot Friday. Behind me is a picture I took in Confer, Colorado, right off of one of the trails that I took. It was right there. Couldn't believe it. And right next to that, they have these areas, at least this is the one I saw. They have a little, metal post and box and right on this trail. And it says, okay, you are now leaving the trail, even though it was still a continued trail. It says you're leaving, it says you are entering the wilderness. And it's basically write your name down and everything. So if you don't come up, at least we know where you were when you were last seen, or, put your last will and testament down. It was scary because right around there was also, that structure. And maybe they're just nicer in the South. They're concentrating on better foods and cooking and, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there because I do believe they all have personalities, and you guys know that as well. They pull pranks. Funny little pranks. The one behind me didn't have it. You can see it here or here. There you go. Okay. Okay, yeah. Did they put moss or rained on and not much? Wait. Hey. I'm missing them all. They are pranksters. Haha. So I want to thank you guys for showing up here. Please subscribe if you have not. Please hit that like button if you have not. And please share this in other groups that you have. Recently, I lost my sponsor, so I'm looking for another one. I may have to go to a membership site. Otherwise, please throw out some of your goods in my Patreon account. The link is down below. Guess that's about it. I got my new sweatshirts and t-shirts. Well, no t-shirts, but sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts and things. Please look down below at the merchandise. That's really cool. I'm excited. Just did that like last night, up all night, putting that out there. So I hope to see you guys in a sweatshirt, Blue Rocker sweatshirt. It's definitely a great gift for somebody for the holidays. And some of them may have already expired, so I don't know. I hit some button where they're only allowed for 3 days or something, so get them. I'll have to figure out how to put them back up. It's a full-time gig here, everybody. So, again, Deborah Jane East in the house. Can I say who your husband is? Am I allowed to say? I mean, Deborah's a star in her own right, but I'll leave that up for you to say. I don't know. I never know. Some people are like, why did you say that? Don't ever say that again. Sorry. Oh, I can say? Okay, Derek Tyler. Derek Tyler and Deborah, they're like best pals. So cool. All right, Derek Tyler, you know of Derek with all the, let's see. I'm trying to think where the link, you know what, you can put the links up, Deborah, for both his books. I'm thinking I could, but I can't. Oh, thank you, Heart22. But go ahead and put those links up real quick, and I'll have to, I think I have to okay links or something. People are telling me their links aren't coming up. If you put both of his links up. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll wait for her before we close it off. So again, Stan's Bible lecture on Sunday, keeping it going. Last I heard, he was doing great. I'm so happy. He's such a wonderful man, such a wonderful person, such a wonderful human being. I miss him so much. Stan Larimer, the godfather of bid shares. Usually having him on Tuesday nights and Sundays. Looking forward to just talking to him again, and saying hi. Bigfoot Fridays, of course, will be back for sure. Wasted Wednesdays coming up in the future. A serious look at the cannabis industry. Thursdays, we have Signature Thursday, which is basically Far Out Thursday. And also on Monday, not Mondays, but Tuesdays, the Crypto Connie Tuesday. Lots of things in between. How does my tower garden grow? That is hydroponics and aeroponics. And let me tell you, I'm loving it. You can hear it. If you hear waterfall right now, you hear that water falling? That's the tower garden. Shoots, pumping the water up, and it hits the roof and it comes back down and drizzles on all my little plants. I never thought I would love arugula so much. Fresh arugula. You guys go pick it and taste it. It doesn't taste anything like in the market. It's unbelievable. I can't get enough of it. I got some more seedlings to grow some more. It doesn't grow quick enough for me. I'm like, it's so good. And baby bok choy. I can't get enough of it. Have that next to eggs. Absolutely delicious. Okay, so did you show them? Are you going to show them? Deborah, are you getting your links up there, woman? Deborah, we're waiting on you. Put your links up. Put your links up, girl. Put your links up, girl. Bigfoot Friday here. Please buy a sweatshirt or a shirt with Blue Rock Talk on it. It will go back to here. That's how people try to make income, by giving you something cool. I'd love for you to join my Patreon account. And I hope not to do a paid membership site, but I definitely want to do some paid one-time shows or weekly shows, something like that. So let me ask you why you guys are here, because you guys are pretty good and active. While we wait for Deborah to put up the links to Derek Tyler's wonderful books. And before you go, Justin T., if you knew of a decent psychic, really good psychic, would you pay $5-10 for that show that night, where you might get a mini one, or at least you could talk to them and ask questions? Would you pay for that? Now, after that, you can get a Blue Rocker special of talking to that person longer and at their price and their rate. And, like I said, get a Blue Rocker special. But would you go into the initial, let's say it's an hour show, of getting to know that person, asking them questions? Would you pay $5 to $10 for an initial, mini kind of thing like that? Then later you can decide. I think that's a good idea, and maybe it's just $5, because then it's, $5 is probably price safe, right? Pay $5. You get to meet who that psychic is. You get to hear what they do, how they do it, their personality. Then you get a reading at their price with the Blue Rocker special. How does that sound? Because in that way, I start getting income to pay for this, keeping Blue Rock Talk going. They win, you win, everybody gets a deal. You decide, oh, you know what, I don't really like that person. $5, that's good. I learned. I didn't have to give up 60 or 100 or whatever they are, right? Or you could go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got to know that person. It was worth the $5. I want to make sure that I talk to them. They seem to be right on. How's that sound to you guys? Awesome. Okay, you like that idea, Anita? Okay. All right, so that's cool. And there's Deborah has put in the books to Derek Tyler. Awesome. Best-selling, as well as, gosh, she's doing a whole series of them. I cannot wait to see the other stuff. He's got incredible stuff. And what is it? Oh, gosh. Now I need to get the names. You got to put those names up there, too. Now I'm forgetting them. The second one, you got to read that last chapter. It's worth it for the last chapter. Okay, so good. We're going to do that kind of thing. Still a bunch of you out there, but you're not chatting. That's okay. That's cool. I'm glad that you were there. All right, so thanks, everybody. Thanks for being a part of Blue Rock Talk, Earth's most interesting conversations, people, places, and things. Hey, wait a minute. Let's fix that. What's going on? What's going on? Whoa. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Let me, boom. Okay. We're going to be out of here. I hope you guys have a safe and happy rest of the weekend and evening as well. And see, I might be losing my voice. I'm trying not to, everybody. I really trying not to. But it's getting that way. Anyway, I have a ton to do over the weekend. Looking for a sponsor. I hope that if I go to membership, you guys will support me. I hope you do. I hope we can continue on. I'm not sure when I'm on Coast to Coast next. I haven't heard that yet. Probably won't be until next month, but I love it when I do. I love it when I do. Coast to Coast is the best. It's so much fun, and thank you for supporting me there as well. Thank you so much. And here. All right, Blue Rockers, get you a sweatshirt. Look below. Look below. All right, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you soon here. Thanks, everybody, for showing up tonight. You're fun people, that's for sure.